Hey gamers, so today we're going to be ranking all of the mainline Sonic games as of 2025 January. Now I know this template here says it was last modified in February of 2024, but I actually found out a way to add my own photos. As you can see here, choose files, I chose photos, and I added a couple photos which were missing of the games that were not represented here. I tried my best to find a good tier list that was already added with pictures that had every mainline Sonic game, but I could only find like some that had like every single Sonic game, which is like 100 plus, including the spin-offs, the Game Gear games or whatever, which I have played a bit of, but not enough to like fully rank them. And I have also seen some other playlists that were last modified in 2025, but they were missing more games than this one, so yeah, this was the best I could find, and even then I had to modify it a bit on my own. But still, shoutouts to Studio Spin Das for making the original version of this tier list. So we got the rankings here: S, A, B, C, D, and then haven't played. So yeah, like and subscribe. Thank you, Fries. I appreciate it. You get a shout out in this video. Did you guys know if I'm doing a tier list video, which is very random, I'm going to be doing one more tomorrow, unless some big news happens with Xenoblade, which is like rumored. But anyway, if I'm doing a tier list video, because I'm screen recording, you will pop up on the screen via notifications. But anyway, let's start things off with the original Sonic the Hedgehog. So again, this list does not include Game Gear stuff or the Master System, which are the same thing basically, but a little bit runs better. But anyway, we got the original Sonic game, and to be honest with you, to be frank, it's fine. I might say C. I don't know. I don't know. Part of me wants to say C, and part of me wants to say B, because this game, the only like great level is the first level, Green Hills. That's the music you're hearing in the background, because it actually feels like a Sonic game. You're going fast. But besides that, all the other levels are not bad. I don't think they're bad. A lot of people say they're bad. I don't think they're bad, but they are definitely don't feel like Sonic. They're just normal platforming. You just go slow. There's like corners everywhere, but I still enjoyed it, I'm gonna say B for now, but I might move it later. I probably will, in fact. But now, compared to Sonic the Hedgehog 2, this game is a major step up from the first game, in that it feels like every single level, or at least for the most part from what I remember, is about going fast. I think there's still some downtime moments, which I think is a big issue with Sonic games in general. I don't like the fact that you are supposed to do the level over and over again, and if you miss a jump, it's not bad level design, it's to get good. I don't really like that, but even then, like, this game doesn't really have that. I don't remember, at least. So I might say A tier for now. Again, might move it up or whatever, but we'll see. Next up, we got Sonic CD. Also, I just realized this one has a Sonic 3 and Knuckles together. So yeah, anyway, we got Sonic CD, which this game I do like. I like the time travel mechanics. In fact, this was, I believe, one of the first Sonic games I played. I also played the first Sonic game when they were available on mobile, like the original mobile version, like not the the Christian Whitehead or whatever, the guy that made like the widescreen versions of the game. Like they were the original versions. I remember playing those on my phone, and I liked it, even though I was very confused. Obviously, I played more Sonic games. I played the proper versions now via Sonic Origins, which we'll also be ranking. But I'm getting sidetracked. The point is that these were like the first two Sonic games I played, and I like the time travel mechanic again. I do like the like pseudo 3D look it was going for. Yeah, I think I might prefer it over Sonic 2, at least as of right now. Again, I don't know. We'll see if I change my mind later. But next up, we got Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which again, this is combined. If I were to rank them separately, well, Sonic 3 kind of ends like abruptly, and then Sonic Knuckles kind of starts like midway through. So as a combined package, it feels like a more complete game, which was what it was supposed to be. It was only separated into two games because time constraints, and also two different teams were working on it. But overall, this is a fun game. I might say A again. I think if you combine it, it is better than Sonic 2. If you separate it, I think Sonic 2 edges out on probably both Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Maybe I would put them separated as B, I think. So there you go. But as a one package, it's A. So I do not have that as a visual thing in the photos, but let's imagine that. Anyway, we got Sonic Adventure, which I haven't played. So also I have Sonic Adventure DX here too. Anyway, Sonic Adventure 2. I should say I do own the DX version of this game. I just haven't played it yet on Xbox, and I do plan to buy the Sonic Adventure 2 at some point. So okay, we got Sonic Heroes, haven't played. Shadow the Hedgehog, haven't played. Sonic 06, haven't played. Secret Rings, I haven't played. Okay. So next up we got Sonic Unleashed, which I have played. Not finished, mind you, but I'm a decent way through the game. And I'm gonna be honest, I actually like this game quite a bit. Like, I like the werewolf mechanic, and of course the boosting is always fun. But I think the werewolf mechanic is pretty good, all things considered. Are there issues with it? Yes. The music can get really annoying when you go into a battle and then you defeat the enemies and then go to a battle immediately after. Like, this goes or whatever. Like, it's annoying for sure. I wish there was like some variations, or at the very least it led to the music. It wasn't just a sudden jump cut to the battle music, to the battle theme. But overall, it's still a fun time. I really enjoyed this game. So I mean, God, I want to keep saying A, but I feel like I gotta move things around, Actually, I might say B. Yeah, okay, I'll say B for now. Next up, we got this one, the Black Knight or whatever. Haven't played. Sonic 4, haven't played. Okay, here we go. Sonic Colors, the original one. I do have Sonic Colors Ultimate here as well. I technically haven't played this version of the game, but I did play through and complete Sonic Origins Ultimate, which is basically the same game, though with quote-unquote added content. I say quote-unquote because the content isn't that great. I mean, you get to battle the Metal Sonic or whatever, but like, it's like a weird pop-up ad. It's weird how they implement the Metal Sonic guy, and then also they add in like a new ability or whatever, a new wisp, but it really doesn't do much. Overall, and then like this game runs better than the Switch version, and like heck, I think even the other console versions, like it runs at a higher frame rate, but like overall it doesn't have like that many glitches, the original version. So judging by from what I know of the Ultimate version, and comparing it to what I've seen of the original version of Sonic Colors, I think it deserves an A tier, maybe, because I think it's a good time. But yeah, Sonic Colors Ultimate, I think it's a bit worse, because of the technical issues. Also, I'm gonna say this is Sonic 4 Episode 1. I don't know for sure. We got Sonic Generations, which I haven't played. Sonic, I think this is Episode 2, but I'm not sure. Sonic Lost World, I haven't played, although I do have this game. I do want to play it at some point in the near future. So yeah. But now we got Sonic Mania. Okay, first S tier, definitive S tier. This game is amazing. I love this game, which most Sonic fans love this game, and I don't blame them. This game is really good. Yes, it's not fully original, because there's like some Like I think half of it, or even maybe most of it, is like reused stuff, like remixed from the older games. But there are some new stuff as well. And even then, who cares if it's new or old? I just think it's a fun time. You could blast through it. It's a great time. Yeah, I really enjoy it. S tier. Next up, we got Sonic Forces. Haven't played. But if I have, I probably would rank it D, just from what I hear. Sonic Superstars, I haven't played, but I do plan to get this very soon. It's constantly on sale for like $21 or whatever. So I do want to get it at some point, but I don't have it now. Next up, we got Sonic Frontiers. Okay, moving on. No, but this game is amazing. I don't care what people say. I haven't finished the game yet. I'm only maybe 2/3 the way through, so over halfway, I believe. But I love this game. Is it jank? Yes, it is janky. I don't like that sometimes you get locked into a 2D section in the 3D world. That's weird when you're doing platforming, even when you're not trying to. But overall, I love the collectibles. I love the game's vibe, how it's trying to be more mature, take itself more seriously than other Sonic games, especially Sonic Colors, which felt like a Saturday morning cartoon, which is not bad, mind you, but I do like it when my games take stuff seriously, even if, it might not make sense, a blue hedgehog taking itself seriously, but I admire that, and again, the gameplay is fun. I love this game, I want to do a review on it at some point once I finish the game. I've thought about that for a while, so yeah, but I love it. So next up, we got Sonic Origins, the base game. Honestly, I think it's a bit overhated, I'm gonna say A tier. Also, I'm definitely gonna be reorganizing some of this stuff. I'm gonna say A tier, or yeah, A tier. Sorry, I got confused. Because, at least as of right now, because I think the hate for it is overblown. You see stuff like, these versions you have to pay so much more, and you get the same versions on phones for free, or PC via modding or whatever, and then this and that, there's so many people that complain about this game, and I don't really see it. It's a good way to play the classic Sonic games, and I think it's worth it, especially when it's on sale. If you get it on sale, which is like $20, I think even less. I think I've seen it for $15, definitely worth it. But I would totally recommend getting the Plus version, which I'm going to say is S tier, because it does the same thing, but with a ton more games, with the Game Gear stuff, which is not super valuable, but it's just a neat history thing, you get 16 new games, even if they're not the best, that's still something, I need to get other stuff like Amy as a playable character, Knuckles in one of the things, I think CD or something, so you get some new playable characters as well, so I think it's cool, I think it's worth it. Next up, we got Sonic Colors Ultimate. I might say C. Maybe I'll change my mind, but I'm gonna say C, just because of the fact that this was one of the first Sonic games I think this was the first Sonic game, actually, I beat in. I didn't get 100% in it, but I beat it. I saw it all the way through, and I liked it, but I could tell this game was not great. I bought it on launch day for $30, which was very cheap. I'm surprised it was that cheap, although judging by the quality of the game, in that there were so many bugs, crashes, the frame rate was weird on Switch especially, but even on other consoles when it was on a Wii many years ago. I just don't understand why this game had so many issues at launch, and it still hasn't been really fixed. There's been some things that's been fixed, and to be fair, I didn't really experience any crashes or whatever in this game. The only thing I found really weird that I experienced was the stupid long credits. They duplicated or tripled the credits. They had the same name 3 times in a row for like I don't know why, like the credits were way longer than the original Sonic Colors, which was like it took like 30 minutes or something longer to get through. And I'm fine giving the, like, I actually do like credits, you know. I don't care about watching them that much, but I do respect them for putting credits in games, you know, obviously. But like, you know, most games do that, but I do like them to have it there because, you know, you could honor the people that worked hard on making the game great, you know, or make the game itself, if I'm making sense, you know. But like overall, the credits were too long and they were also duplicated. But besides that, I didn't really experience any like issues. But you know, I still can't deny that they existed, you know. So I'm gonna say C tier probably for now. Next up, we got Sonic Shadow Generations, which I haven't played, though I've been tempted to buy this game multiple times. Here's a funny thing. At first, I was mystified. Is that the right word? I don't know. I wasn't sure about this game because, you know, Sonic Generations was $20 on Xbox. This game was $50. I was hoping it would be less money. And when I saw that it was $50, I was a little bit, like, mad. Not mad, you know, just a bit uninterested. But then seeing the great reviews of Shadow Generations, the side game, which is really, like, the second half of this game. The reason why it's, like, $50, in my opinion, is that $5 more for the benefits of Sonic Generations, like the base main game, you know, for the upgrades, and then $25 for Shadow Generations, which I think makes perfect sense, actually, thinking about it in that way. And like I saw great reviews of it, so yeah, I definitely want to pick it up very soon, but not now, at last. Now we got this Sonic DX, which I have, or Sonic Adventure DX. I have the Sonic Advanced Trilogy, which is, I just put them all in one thing because I haven't played none of them, so it's all going on one umbrella. We got Sonic Lost World, the 3DS version, Sonic Generations, the 3DS version. Why is this? Oh, I'm an idiot. I listed this twice. I apologize. And then we got the Sonic Rust games, and then Sonic Colors, which is the DS one, which I haven't played. So actually, before we go, let me get the separate version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles so I could rank them properly. So BRB. Okay, guys, so I actually got 3 more games. So of course I got Sonic, Knuckles, and Sonic 3 separately, but I also forgot to include the Sonic Unleashed Wii version of the game, which is different but similar. So yeah, so Sonic, Knuckles are ranking it separately. I would probably say, I think, I'm gonna say B, and Sonic 3 on its own, I think I might say, yeah, I might say C. Now, why am I going like this? Well, I think because Sonic 3 on its own, I do like the way it starts up, but the way it ends is kind of abrupt. And Sonic and Knuckles kind of starts at a higher high, you know, and it ends properly. Of course, it still starts like halfway through the game, you know, if you're talking about the main game, you know, how it does it, you know, how it's supposed to be. But I think this is decent, though maybe I'm wrong or whatever. But let me and then also Sonic Unleashed Wii I haven't played. I just wanted to include it there. So yeah, lots of games I haven't played, you know, but I do want to get through these games, and some of them I will get through them. So yeah, maybe I should have waited to do this tier list, but sue me, I guess. Oh, also, oh God, this is weird. I don't know why I forgot. Okay, I don't know why. Here's the photos I have. I don't know why it got rid of these games that... Did I ever include that? I don't know. But it got rid of... When I went to go back to get the new photos, it like got rid of some of the games, and I don't know why. So going here, and then this as well. So yeah, I don't know why I messed around with it. I guess because these are not the proper photos that are meant to go here. I don't know, whatever. Is there anything else I missed? I don't think so. I think I got everything. If I missed anything, I apologize, guys. But I think that's it. So let me reorganize the games here. Honestly, I might move Sonic Colors like lower. mm, mm, I don't know. I might say B for now. Let's see. I think Sonic Origins should go up there in A, high A. Let me move Sonic 3 and Knuckles higher as well. Honestly, I might move the original Sonic game to like D. Yeah. And then Sonic Colors Ultimate. I might move that to C. Okay, I think I'm a little bit too harsh on Sonic 3. I think I'll do that, and then actually I'll move Sonic Colors down. I'll put it above Sonic Colors Ultimate, but not by much. And just because they're in a lower ranking like C or D, I don't think they're bad, you know? Like, I still enjoyed Sonic 1. I think it's probably the weakest Sonic Colors. I played it, I enjoyed it, it's very short. But it's a good time. And Sonic Colors Ultimate was the way I experienced the game, so I don't think it's like horridly bad, but I do think judging it might be the weakest. So God, I think Sonic Unleashed might be a little bit worse than that when these games, so maybe like I'll move that. I don't know. And I'll put Sonic Colors up here, and then maybe move God, I don't know, man. This is hard. Part of me wants to move Sonic 2 down a little bit. I think maybe put it there. And then Sonic Colors again. Maybe I don't know, man. This is kind of hard. Which I apologize, I mean, if you really think about it, should I be really judging Sonic Colors like the original game? Because I technically haven't played it, But like, I don't know. I feel like I should judge it just because it's basically the same thing as this game, but with a little bit less content, quote unquote. Maybe that. I don't know. Maybe I could do that. I might move Sonic Colors Plus down to A. Because it is not really original compared to Sonic Frontiers and Sonic Mania, which is half original, I know. But Sonic Origins is literally just a, compilation, which I guess I could have included like the Sonic Mega thing, which it was a compilation in the past. But I don't really have experience with that compilation. So if I did include it, I could put it here, I guess. But I don't want to accidentally move this. To be honest, guys, I think this might be my final ranking. Now, is it to say, like, the games in D tier and C tier are bad? No, I don't think so. But I do think they are probably the weakest, objectively speaking, even though I actually do really enjoy Sonic Unleashed. I think objectively speaking, it is one of the weaker ones, the weaker Sonic games, and then Sonic Colors Ultimate, they were technically my first game that I, beat fully of Sonic, but, they're still kind of weaker, like, even talking about the main game, Sonic Colors, like, I just thought it was fine, like, kind of fun here and there at some parts, but overall, fine, I enjoyed it, but like it was only like 3 hours, very short, which technically a lot of other Sonic games are short as well, which I don't really like, but whatever. That's kind of another reason why I like Sonic Frontiers. It's long and it's fun. So yeah, don't quote me on that phrasing. Okay, anyway, I think this might be my final ranking, and then of course the games I haven't played yet. Also, feel free to include the Sonic Mega collection or whatever in this one, because that's another compilation of games that has extras. I technically haven't played it, but from what I know about this game, if I don't rank it and haven't played, I might rank it in like, I don't know, B tier, maybe. I don't know, man. This is very subjective. I mean, so is the case for like many other tier lists, but overall, I thought I played a decent bit of Sonic games, but I guess judging from the list of games I haven't played, I haven't. Even though I do want to, and of course, I'm including games that weren't included in this tier list, and originally like the Rust games, the advanced games. So you know, you could argue I'm making it harder on myself to say, oh yeah, I played that one and I haven't played all these, you know. So anyway, I think I'm done rambling. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, play some Xenoblade, and I'll catch y'all next time for more. Peace. Bye everyone, and also shout out to Studios Spindass for making this tier list. But I'll see you all tomorrow for another one of these videos. Bye.